live. All right, Ian, we're live for the good people of the world. Welcome to episode 1 of The Breakfast Show. This is going to be exciting. I'm right now trying to navigate through to get to the live stream on my end so that I can broadcast that on my side. Give us just 1 second. This is why people don't do live streams. It's all good. There we are. All right, guys. So, we're all set to go. Camera is right there, baby, and we are looking good. Now, start us off, first things first, I just want to say shout out to episode 1 of The Breakfast Show. It's pretty exciting. Ian, are you excited for it?
Fuck yeah.
What do you think?
Oh yeah. This is dope. Oh yeah.
Why don't we speak up a little bit, just because the mic's going to be on that. Since we don't have professional equipment, we'll have to speak up.
True. Yeah, dude. I'm hella excited.
Probably even more than that, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Really give the people your thoughts and opinions.
Hell yeah. I'm hella excited to be on this. Let's get it. Let's get it.
We're just going to move on from that then. All right, so we're just going to jump right into The Breakfast Show, episode 1. Welcome. Should I call you Little Drip?
No, you can just call me Ian. Call me whoever you want.
So the name that's going to go on to this is going to be the Ian Bradshaw episode.
Alright, bet.
Is that fair to say?
That works.
Or is that doxing you?
Nah, you don't have to call it that. You can find something better than that.
So I did make a last minute change, and I would say that I am going to be changing over to The Breakfast Show. I was debating on either being a podcast with a normal guy featuring Ian or The Breakfast Show. And I think right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do The Breakfast Show.
Bet.
So The Breakfast Show episode 1 featuring Ian.
Okay.
That's already settled. Now, go ahead and one thing I do want to mention real quick here is that we do have different links that I do want you to check out as far as just Rumble. Check out my Rumble page. Everyone that's live streaming on YouTube should also have a Rumble account. I think we all know that, especially on our side of the tube as well. So, we're just going to jump right into it. What is Ian short for? What is Ian short for? Speak up, Ian!
I don't think that's short for anything. It's just my name. I don't know.
See, I was watching a Theo Von episode, and one time Theo Von said this. He said something along the lines of, like, back in the day, names used to be short for something. It used to have Chris. It used to be Christopher. Christopher used to be Chris.
I don't think you could shorten Ian.
It doesn't stand for, like, Iana or, like...
No.
Ian's not short for anything.
No. It's just Ian. I don't think it could get shorter than that. You know?
Ian's not short for anything. All right, well, that does it right then and there. So now I just want to open up this podcast here and kind of talk about something with a personal side of me, a personal story. We're gonna jump into that, just kind of opens things off, kind of freshen things up, maybe get Ian more situated to the situation at hand.
All right.
So my personal story here that I want to talk about, it's something I've actually wanted to talk about for a while now, so hopefully this live stream is okay and does not mess up. Speaking of which, right now also what I need to do is get the live chat pulled up. I'm so sorry, but I don't even know if anybody is chatting with us right now or not, and if you aren't, go ahead and leave me a chat. You can ask us any questions, and I'll relay it over to my friend Ian. Ian is a normal guy, okay? Ian is a normal guy, and he will answer your questions for you in the most normal fashion that you could possibly think of.
I will.
All right, so we have that pulled up. So my story, my personal story that we have here, guys, is, believe it or not, muted ASAP. What the fuck's happening? There we go. Believe it or not, guys, I was actually expelled from school in 7th grade. I'm going to rephrase that so we can get a little YouTube clip going. I was expelled from school in the 7th grade. Do you remember this?
I think so.
Now, let me explain, let me dive a little into the situation and what happened at hand. So, I started 7th grade off, and within the first semester, which is about 3 months in the US schooling system, about the first semester I racked up about 27 referrals.
Jesus.
Yeah. How many referrals did you have in all of junior high?
I don't remember. I don't really think I got that many, to be honest. Like maybe 1 or 2.
And do you want to know why I received all these referrals?
Why?
For speaking the truth!
True.
For telling them why they were wrong.
What was it? What were they wrong about?
They were wrong about so much, Ian, that I can't even fathom to begin the conversation of what they were wrong about. They were wrong about so many things. Now, I might have been young. But damn well, I knew a bit. So let's just continue with the story. I had 27 referrals. They called me up to the office one day. They were like, hey, look, you have too many referrals. I was like, all right, I'll try to be better. I was definitely not better. I probably got suspended twice during middle school. And let's just be honest, guys. It's just absolutely ridiculous what people do, what teachers do in middle school. Do you have any, did you have a good time in middle school? We both went to the same middle school, so we have similar experiences here.
Yeah, I didn't really have anything like a tough time in middle school.
Speak up.
I don't think.
You gotta speak up.
Okay.
What we're gonna focus on before I continue with my story is getting Ian to fucking speak at a normal volume. Ian,
Alright,
there's 3 people watching right now. They want to hear you.
I feel like I'm yelling. I don't want to.
Okay. There might be a median that we can reach then. Am I being too loud? I might be being too loud, and he might be being too quiet.
No, I didn't have a tough time in middle school. Like, if I think about it, like, it was not, I can't really think, like, even what happened, really, to be honest. It was, like, a while ago, but...
Yeah. You don't really have much memory of that? That's crazy.
I do, like, I have memories, but...
It's hard to think about it. The way I try to remember things, me personally, is what I'll do is I have to, like, really set myself in that time frame. So I'll think about when I first got to 7th grade, and then I'll kind of continue on through that year to start remembering things.
True.
So when I first got to 7th grade, I remember I kind of made new friends. I met Ethan, I met Jacob, which is kind of in our friend group personally here.
True.
And that's when, I don't know, I became a little bit more social, you could say, as well. So, just kind of gotten out of my shell a bit in 7th grade. I definitely was not a shy kid, was definitely cool with most people. And it led me to get all those referrals, which led me ultimately to get suspended. It wasn't necessarily an expulsion, more so what they called it was a long-term suspension. So what happened was, middle of 7th grade, I was kicked out of school. I was sent to a different school called Canyon Valley. Now in Canyon Valley, I had about 20 different people in my entire school. So I went from, what do we have, like 400? 200? How many did we have in our middle school?
Probably 400.
So about 400? So I went from middle school of 400 kids to now about 20 total. So it was a drastic change and drastic difference. However, I learned some amazing life lessons through that. I mean, I met some incredible people. I learned so many great life lessons from this. The fact that I was taught social studies from a guy that was in the Korean War, definitely gave me more of appreciation for what I was learning. The guy in detention, kind of fumbling on my words here, but the guy in detention, what's that necessarily called when you got detention? Is that just called detention, I guess?
Yeah.
When you got detention or got punished, there's always some teacher there that would oversee the fuckheads, the fucking losers, okay? And I was a part of them at one point, so they would be watching every fucking loser. But this guy that was watching all the losers, the guy that I'm talking about, he was a G. I would talk to him, he would legitimately, he would tell me the craziest stories. He would fly B-52 bombers back in, was it either the Korean War or the Vietnam War? I think I had two teachers both in the Korean War, which was just such an amazing thing for me. Like, it was such an amazing thing to learn from these guys, because these guys were true men. These guys didn't have any wavering to them. Like, they were really, you could just see it that they didn't fuck around. So that was something that was really cool about them. Comments, concerns, questions?
I'm just listening.
Do you need anything, Ian?
I'm good.
Can I offer you a cigar?
Do you have a cigar?
Yeah, I have a cigar.
I'll take a cigar.
After the show.
Okay.
So that's essentially my story. I mean, I thought I had some really amazing experiences as far as getting expelled from middle school. I was perfectly fine in high school. I kind of learned my lesson going from different schools, but I never hated it. It wasn't a bad time. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I learned from some true people. These teachers didn't fuck around there. And the kids didn't necessarily fuck around there either. These kids were like 30-year-olds in 12-year-olds' bodies. It was kind of creepy. I was probably the most immature out of them all, to be honest, but life lessons. Tough times build tough men.
True.
Tough times build tough men. So whenever you go through something like this, don't be afraid and don't waver. It's okay. It'll be fine. So I might have been expelled from school, but you have to look at it as the chessboard. You can only move forward in chess. You can't move backwards. We all know who that's from. Do you know who that's from?
No.
All right, let's just jump into the podcast. We're done with myself. So I've had some great experiences being suspended. Coming back from school is honestly an incredible experience as well, because then I got to see all my friends again as far as Ian goes, and I got to see all my great friends. When I got back, I remember I walked into the lunchroom, and somebody screamed my name, and I was just like, they're like, Skosh! They didn't say that, but they're like, Skosh! And I was like, man, by the way, use that as my name. Don't say my name.
But
Yeah, anyways, yeah, great times. Let's move in. Ian, we understand that there's nothing short for Ian, right?
yeah.
That's fine. Do you have a favorite statue?
Statue of Liberty.
Can you say that louder?
Statue of Liberty.
There's two people watching. You guys would be legends if you could just tell me if you can hear us okay. If you can hear us all right. I'm trying to give you the best quality that we can give. If we can hear you guys, or if you can hear us. But we'll continue on. And also, if you guys would like, ask any questions. No such thing as a dumb question. As a matter of fact, go ahead and ask a dumb question. So, you said Statue of Liberty?
Yeah.
Works out, man. Oh, you know what?
What?
That's what it is. That's what it is. That makes sense, too. Okay. That's what it is. Ah, never mind. You're good. You're good. I am Mr. Producer.
Thank you.
Thinking.
How are you?
Look.
How are you?
What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy?
What's your favorite statue?
Alright, back into the podcast. I just had to set some shit up. So, your favorite statue, one more time.
Statue of Liberty.
My favorite statue?
Yeah.
I don't have one, Ian. I don't look at statues.
Oh.
Statues are just not of interest to me. I'm interested in things further than that.
I agree.
So, Ian, I understand, let's just be honest with ourselves. How old are you?
25.
So you're 25 years old. Would you say that you've lived a fair amount of life?
I would say.
25 years old.
If I lived to be 100, I've lived a quarter of my life.
You have lived a quarter of your life, so not much, not far off. However, what I want to get into is more into inspiration for the youth, right? So something that we can kind of talk about to give information and kind of give insight into.
Okay.
So, can I ask? So, what drugs have you done? What was the first drug you've done that you'd say was like a drug?
First drug I ever did?
Yeah.
Weed?
Would you consider marijuana a drug?
Not really. I wouldn't. To me, I wouldn't call it a drug, but I mean, it technically is. But I don't think it is. It's more of it's a plant. Like, it's more of a.
And when did you do this?
It can be a medication too. Like, I don't.
And when did you do this? What age? When age did you start, or what age was your first try?
It's probably like 14. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was 14.
14.
Yeah.
Would you think that's young?
Yeah.
Like too young?
I would say, I think nowadays, I would say if you're gonna start smoking weed, you should wait till you're like 18, because I just feel like your brain's not fully developed. If like if I could.
What was the next one that you did? So what did you graduate to? So you went from marijuana to what?
Actually, I would say probably alcohol was probably the first I ever tried, and then weed.
Alcohol? Well, I mean, come on, let's be serious. Let's get real with each other. So you're saying alcohol and weed, and we want to know the real stuff, though, like the actual things. So after all that good stuff, what did you actually do?
I did like half a Xanax once.
That was really popular during our time. See, that's something that's definitely true.
I've never done a full one. I did half one once, and that was it.
Make sure to speak up.
Did half of one once, and that was it. What, you want to just keep going on? What drugs I've done? Like.
Yeah. I mean, I want to. So basically, what I want to get on the topic of.
I've done mushrooms, Molly, acid. That's it.
What's your favorite?
Out of psychedelics, probably mushrooms.
Yeah, out of them all?
Out of all drugs.
Mushrooms?
It's like a tie between weed and mushrooms. Honestly, because I love weed, but I love mushrooms too.
Fair play. And do you think that weed hinders you at all, or do you think that it like holds you back in any type of way? Like, do you think it makes you lazy?
It can, but I try not to like make me lazy. Like, if that makes sense. Like,
that's true.
If I smoke, I try and do shit. I don't want to just smoke and sit around all day.
Yeah, and there's stuff that you've been working on personally. What did you text me earlier today?
I work out.
Yep, you're working out, so that's also very good. If you are a man, and you are a man watching this, you have no excuse to be obese. You have no excuse to be fat. And you have no excuse to try to not implement at least one exercise into your everyday, I would say every day, but even if not, let's say once a week.
True.
Again, this is a podcast with a normal man. I never said that Ian...
Just a normal man.
Just a normal man. Never said he was a Drake.
No.
If you can compare yourself to a celebrity, who would it be?
Bones.
Bones. Oh God, Bones. So, do you have any drugs that you wish you did not do?
No, I mean, I don't have any regrets in life, but I don't fuck with, I've done cocaine a couple times before, and that's one drug I don't fuck with, and kind of wish I never actually did try it.
So there you go. One that you did not wish you didn't do.
Yeah.
So favorite drug, mushrooms, of course some marijuana every now and then, never hurt nobody. And then you said one that you wish you did not do would be cocaine.
Yeah.
Cocaine. You watch
I
Theo Von?
haven't touched it in a long time, and I don't plan on it.
You watch Theo Von?
Who?
Theo Von.
No.
Theo Von likes that cocaine accessories. Let me see if I can actually find some Theo Von real quick. Oh, you know what? I know for a fact I can. What is this? Theo Von. Favorite strain of weed. You already know where I'm going with this, boys.
Theo Von. Oh, I've heard of Theo Von.
This dude's funny as fuck.
My favorite type of weed was cocaine.
Cocaine.
You'd see me snorting a bowl of weed, you know? Get that little that Thanksgiving for your snout, Daddy. I'm talking about cocaine. Dude, I remember I had some good cocaine one time over there in Tucson, Arizona. Hell, I put 2 grams in my car. I was out of gas, and that bitch ran for a half an hour. The headlights wouldn't work, but hey. My favorite type of weed was
Cocaine.
cocaine.
Yeah, that's Theo Von. He's a fucking G. I actually have a video with him, or not with him, but on him as well, about cocaine, which is the irony in it all.
True.
God, I didn't think I posted it that long ago. Damn. Did I take that down? I might have taken it down, actually. Nope. I'm just blind as a bat. I didn't mean to hit your knee there, lion man.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm sure I've been drinking. This is back when I used to drink a little.
So, what did you like the most when you were partying?
Oh, cocaine, man.
Did you have a top 3 cities that you would go to? You know what I mean? Like, that you would look forward to, where you're like, that, like, you know what I mean? Like, when you get a date, you're like, fucking Tempe, that's where it's going to be.
Oh, Tempe was always just a fun place because it was.
They talk about Arizona an awful lot, don't they?
That's cool.
So yeah, that's Theo Von. That's kind of neat. I knew that you kind of like him.
Yeah, I've heard of him. I've seen a couple of his videos before.
Oh damn, that's actually really on time. Nice. All right, man. So I've been through a couple things here. I'm glad that we kind of preach out to the youth a little bit, maybe about drugs and some different types of things that you shouldn't do and you should not do. The main one you said is just cocaine. Is there any other drugs that you wouldn't
I
recommend
would just
young
say
people to take?
To the youth, don't fuck with drugs. Like, smoke all the weed you want. Like, be smart about it, but I don't know. I would say don't do drugs. Like, you can do drugs if you're smart with it. You don't do it a lot, but just don't do drugs.
Just don't do drugs. Don't do them. That's a good advice. Do you have YouTube on your phone? You do, right? Can you go on the stream and like it real quick? Interesting. It's kind of glitched out, I think. It keeps giving me a like. If you like the video and you are watching this, you are a legend. Did you just like it?
I did.
We're at 3 likes. Damn, that's crazy, bro. Awesome. Yeah, so essentially what that will do is let YouTube know that people enjoy the video, spreads it to other people, gets the algorithm better as well. So thank you to all the legends in the chat for liking the video up. We got 3 likes, which is absolutely legendary. Absolutely fucking phenomenal. So, Ian, can you do a British accent?
Hello, mate. I don't know if it's more like Australian. It's Tuesday, isn't it?
It's Tuesday, isn't it? Oh, bro. Do you have would you consider yourself that you escaped the Matrix?
No.
You think you're stuck in the Matrix?
I wouldn't say I'm stuck in the Matrix, but
You're pondering in the
say I-
Matrix?
I wouldn't say I've escaped it.
This man knows. He knows a thing or two. He knows when to be accurate, when to be honest, and that's what will help him and propel him further. All right, man. So let's go ahead and we'll continue on. Let's talk a little bit more about life experiences as far as everything goes. Ian has lived a long life, 25 years young. What's the craziest experience like in your life? Like, what's something that you look back on? Like, anything, like anywhere. Like, what's something where you're like, do you have like a near-death experience? Do you have something where you were like, oh fuck? Do you have a moment where you're like, I fucked 3 pitches? Like, do you have like a moment?
I almost got hit by a car when I was like probably 13. I was like riding up. I was with Jacob and someone else, and I think Exton. We were like riding bikes, and like I was trying to cross the street, and I like didn't look again. Like I looked both ways, but I didn't look again. Like, and like straight up almost got hit by a car. But I'd have to. I don't know. I can't really think of anything crazy. I'd have to really think.
Do you feel like you would have deserved to be hit by the car?
No, but it was scary because that car, like, they slammed on their brakes, and luckily I didn't get hit, but it was sketchy. I definitely probably would have been, like, in the hospital for a while because they were probably going like 45.
Have a tortoise. Ian, entertain the people. Tell them things.
What do they want to know?
Talk to them. Tell them things.
What do you guys want to know? I'm all ears. I don't know how to
No,
entertain.
you gotta be fucking with me right now.
What?
Are you entertaining them?
No.
Bro,
I don't know how to entertain.
what do you mean? What have you been saying?
I just said, what do you guys want to talk about? I said, what do you ask me something?
This guy is amazing, bro. He literally just said, ask me something. Have you guys just been staring at him this whole time?
Probably.
Sit up straight. Sit up straight. There you go. And then do this. Do this. Alright. G now. There, no. One more time. And then stay in this position for as long as you fucking humanly possibly can.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do this. Yes, sir. Anyways, moving on. So you said that you almost got hit by a car as far as your craziest experience of life has ever gone. I've held you for quite a bit actually now. We're 30 minutes in. I wouldn't say it's quite a bit, but it's a decent amount of time.
True.
30 minutes in. Crazy experience. You don't have any other crazy experiences? Like what's some hardship that you went through in life that really taught you a good lesson that you could feel like you could share that would project a good message?
I actually, so I just,
And you guys can ask any questions as well if you would like. Let us know if you can hear us as well.
I took some acid last weekend, and had like, you could call it like an ego death experience. I don't really want to like go into it because it was a lot, but I feel
And
like
put things in
I feel
perspective.
like it changed me, yeah, for like the better, and like put things into perspective for sure.
What was the lesson that you feel like you learned from it?
Like
Just one specific lesson.
just to be a better person, pretty much. Like
It's pretty
just,
basic when you say.
Like I don't know, it just like just really like take things for what they are and like appreciate things.
Kind of go
like,
through
more,
life
like,
more smoothly.
Yeah. Yeah. And just like it kind of woke me up to things that I didn't realize I was just like, I did realize it, but I was like falling into like a path that I didn't need to go into, and it kind of like woke me up from it.
You know, I think that you probably deep down already knew everything before this.
Yeah.
It just kind of brought it out.
Yeah.
I feel like deep down you already felt this way.
Definitely.
And it was almost like something you already knew, like inherently.
Yeah. For real. That's
All right.
crazy you say that, because like that's like,
Yeah, for real. And I get what you mean, and I get what you're saying as far as like living life, kind of letting it come to you. There's a saying that says something along the lines of like live life like water. I don't know. I mean, I can see where some situations would be like, yeah, I gotta take it at hand. Biggest saying that I like to say is in chess. If you're in chess, you can't move backwards. You can't dealie a play. You can't remove anything. You're stuck there. You gotta make the best possible move in your situation that you have set for yourself. So, with that being said, essentially you always kind of know inherently something deep down is kind of my overall point. Always, going back to the water thing real quick though, when you flow like water in some situations, yes. Some situations I can understand, yes. But at times I feel like you need a plan. No one has gone up to any bodybuilder. Have you ever gone up to a buff guy and said, hey man, how'd you get buff? What do you think he would say? Be honest. So if you're buff, how'd you get buff? How do people get buff?
working out every day, hard work.
Exactly.
Eating right.
A plan. Nobody's ever woken up and said, oh man, all of a sudden I'm like this. Obviously I'm not a great example because I'm just starting my journey, but give me a fucking break. Anyways, have a plan, but I think Ian's right when he says, kind of flow like water sometimes. When you are in a bad situation, flow like water, chess moves, baby. But always plan for that. Always plan for the red.
True.
Anyways, Ian, let's go ahead and move on. Do you have an overall message to the youth? Like, let's say you're talking directly to a high school kid, and he's like, let's turn off everything, all right? Turn off your head for a second. You're talking to a high school kid. High school kid comes up to you and says, hey, Ian, I'm kind of lost right now. I just broke up with my girlfriend. I'm down bad. What advice could you give or would you give to that kid that came up to you and said that?
I would just say, follow your heart, follow your dreams, do what you love, and hang around the people that make you feel good.
Bro, come on, you gotta give him some real shit. That's the gayest shit I've ever heard in my life, dude.
That's all I can think of right now, to be honest.
I'm a young kid, dude.
Like, for a young kid,
You gotta put yourself in his shoes.
Alright, like, just make that, since you broke up with your girlfriend, like, make that a positive. Like, just go out and, like, fucking work hard. Do whatever you're doing, like,
Yes!
just keep doing whatever you're doing, like,
Yes.
honestly.
Yeah. Alright, and honestly, I feel kind of like that we're a little skewed towards men only. There's not only men in this world. Do you have any advice for women? I know we're not women, but if a woman came up to you saying that she's a little lost, does that happen? That doesn't even happen, does it?
I don't know.
Well, what message would you have for women to uplift them, though? I'm not trying to be, you know what I mean. I'm just trying to uplift them.
basically be like the same, just like do what you're doing, like.
Ian doesn't have a message for the women.
That's all I got. I can't.
That was a perfect YouTube short for me. Thank you very much, Ian. Again, this isn't Drake. This isn't Drake.
I'm not Drake.
This isn't Soulja Boy. All right, guys. This is Lean Man. What's your name?
Leon Man.
Do you drink coffee?
Nah. Sometimes. On occasion, but not really.
I want you to up your coffee intake and your nicotine intake, and you will build testosterone, and you will be a happy man, and you will escape the matrix.
Is that right?
Yes.
I didn't know nicotine gave you testosterone.
Do you have any birth defects?
No. What kind of question is that?
Okay, no, seriously though. I feel like you might have one or two.
I mean, I have gray hair.
That's not a birth defect.
I don't know. I don't think so. I hope not.
Alright. Chat, if you think Ian has a birth defect, let me know. Alright, Ian. Now we're gonna get into the juicy stuff. Oh, if you're in right now, this is the juicy stuff, man. I saved it for last, so this is kind of the last segment and segue that we're gonna get into, and I'm gonna let Lean Man get to his home, his loving family, his loving woman, and his loving dog. But we're gonna get into women right now, boys and girls. Women. Have you disappointed a woman before?
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
In what way? How have you what situation are you thinking about? First off, let's paint a picture. Sexually? Or physically? Or mentally?
I don't even know, bro. I don't even know how to answer that question, to be honest. Like,
Ian, I feel like I'm
I think-
talking to a woman right now,
I
bro.
think
Give me
I think
answers.
every guy has disappointed a woman in their lives.
I've never disappointed a woman once in my life. Every single sexual experience I've ever had with a woman, she has been the utmost pleasured. Every experience that I've had as far as taking them on dates, they've been the utmost satisfied. And they have been always good to me.
That's good.
So what are you doing wrong, Ian?
Nothing.
Coffee. Exercise. Church. Nicotine.
No nicotine. No.
Nicotine. Go to the hookah lounge.
Nicotine's bad for you.
Nicotine is bad for you. And let's just go into fucking science then real quick. You guys don't think I'm smart? Let me just show off real quick here one time. One time, let's see if this is a little bit right or not, boys and girls. Nicotine came from the tobacco plant. The tobacco plant has developed nicotine over eons of time. I don't know if eons is right, because we're trying to be precise. Over thousands of years, tobacco, the plant, has created nicotine as a form of poison to get rid of pests and to stop animals and things from ingesting it. You're literally killing yourself. You're literally ingesting poison when you do ingest nicotine. However, let me say one thing about nicotine. It has also been proven that nicotine does increase testosterone. Is that a fair...
Does it really?
Yes, this is true. Nicotine does increase testosterone. Is this a fair trade? I don't think so. I think smoking poison isn't... You get my drift. Anyways, we're going to get off the science boat. Tobacco, nicotine, poison. However, there is the fact that it does increase testosterone. I think anything in light moderation is okay. Go to the hookah lounge maybe once a month. Maybe smoke a cigar once a month. Just increase your testosterone just a little bit and not be addicted to things. This is also going to be done with strong willpower and mind power.
True that.
All right, Ian. So I don't want you to beat around the bush. I felt like the bush has been beaten enough. All right, my friend. So a woman, you have disappointed a woman before. Okay, let's forget. Like, who cares? It's just me and you. I need to know. I need to know to trust you to the fullest. How have you disappointed a woman? What was it sexually? Like,
No. Yeah, I don't think it's ever been sexually, honestly. Just like I've just like broken up with a chick, just and like don't
when
talk
you
to her
when
again.
you went to hold on real quick. When you went to the movies with who should we put? Should we say Chandler Flint? You're being doxxed, Chandler. I don't give a fuck anymore. We're on YouTube now. We're fucking live streaming. It's 2023. We're basically in the future. I don't care. I do not care, Chandler Flint. Flint and Steel. Fuck you. And fuck your child, too.
Damn, that's fucked.
No, it's not. Fuck both of them. Anyways, let's continue. Let's dox Chandler real quick. What happened with you and Chandler?
Not much. Hooked up with her once. That's about it. What do you want to know from me? What do you want from me?
Ian, this is your time to shine. This is your featuring. This is not. This is me and you. We're together
No,
as.
I know. That's pretty much it. Like, we just hooked up one time.
Okay, so let me retract. I think we've gotten a little confused here. The main point of my question. This is the question here. This is all I'm trying to know. Have you disappointed a woman before? And the reason I brought up Chandler Flint was because I felt like that might have been a good segue into what you told me before about Chandler Flint. And maybe you could discuss that story in depth about maybe disappointing Chandler. But we could also go elsewhere.
I was just trying to be a nice guy, and apparently she was kind of being...
Like the video if you're enjoying. If you're in the chat, let me know as well. Appreciate y'all.
She was just kind of hoeing a little, and that wasn't about it. And that's pretty much it. Like, we just hooked up once.
Link in the description below. So I've discussed in length, I've never disappointed a woman before. Ian has apparently disappointed a woman, and I'm still confused about it, to be honest. But we will move on in respect. If we were on a deserted island, 50 women, me and you, how many women do you think each of us would get?
50 women?
50 women, me and you, deserted island. How many, how are you dividing that up in your opinion? This answer will say a lot.
25, just split?
Wrong. I will take all 50.
True. I was gonna say I'd take all 50, but I didn't want to be a dick.
You couldn't take all 50.
Why?
Because they would flock to me, Ian.
Nah.
They would flock to me, Ian. You would find the ugliest one of all 50.
Hell no.
And she would still say, I do not want you, Ian.
Not true.
Because Scotch are so good to me.
If that's what you think, that's what you think, but I disagree.
Moving on. This is kind of a weird question to ask another man, but I'll just ask it because I wrote it down. What's your body count? It's like, how many women have you made love to? You in the 10s? You in the 20s? You in the 30s?
Not even. Like,
5? 2?
Like 5.
I think that's very average. I think that might even be tiny bit above average, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, studies have shown that males and young men are not having sex anymore, like at all. Like our generation was the last generation where it was like younger age people fucking. Like people apparently don't have sex anymore.
Damn, really?
Obviously, I'm a grown-ass man. I don't know this information as facts, but I have heard studies, haven't seen studies, so that's why I'm going to be very open and transparent with all this. But I've heard that this younger generation is not, I mean, I don't, you get what I'm saying, right?
Mhm.
People are just, people in general, not even the younger generation, I'm talking about just people kind of in general, they're having sex less. They're on their phones more, porn more.
True.
Opinions on porn? Opinions on people having sex less? What do you think about that, Ian? Give your thoughts. Speak loud and clear. Let them know.
Porn is like, it's bad. Like
I can't even hear you.
the porn.
I'm sitting right next to you.
Porn is not bad. Like just stop it. Like stop fucking jerking off all day. Like fuck that shit.
So semen retention.
Yes.
Retain that semen, boys.
That's honestly not even gonna lie. That's one of my one of my New Year resolutions. Like
Yeah.
no more porn. I'm giving that shit up. Like yeah. Oh,
Proud of you.
thank you.
Proud of you. So yeah, but do you have any opinions on people not having sex as much? Do you think people back in our day had sex more?
Probably.
I know it's kind of a
feel
weird
like-
subject to say, just because that sounds kind of weird, but it's just
Yeah,
facts. It's just
like,
speaking about our
It's
reality,
just
I
the way
guess.
society is now.
Yep.
Like,
Just society.
yeah, like everyone's standards are really high, and yeah, it's just like all the online shit. Like it makes it harder for people to fuck nowadays. I feel like
Are you the type of guy that DMs a girl?
nah.
I knew. We actually had a running joke on that one. He was waiting for that one in the podcast. 46 minutes in, and I finally got that question out. Wait, hold on. Let me re-ask that though, because I want to put that in as a clip or some shit. And answer genuinely again. Like we don't phase rug shit, but
Alright.
Ian, are you the type of guy that DMs a girl?
No.
So you're not into girls' DMs? Have you ever
DM'd her?
tried? Have you tried?
I've DM'd girls before.
Couple?
But
Few? You played the numbers game?
what do you mean?
I feel like I'm talking a lot, so I don't want to steal the whole show, but the numbers game is essentially... Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not sorry. The numbers game is essentially where you talk to as many girls as possible.
Oh.
So you go to a club and you try to talk to as many girls as you possibly can, and you get... You know what I'm saying? You play the
Yeah.
numbers game, so you get... Because obviously if you talk to less, you have less probability, less opportunity is my point. So
True.
you're increasing
Yeah.
your odds by talking to more, playing the numbers game.
True.
And like the video, leave a comment, leave a live chat. If you have any questions, go ahead and let me know. I'll ask it to this guy right here, or I'll try to answer it myself if I feel willing. Do you want any kids?
Yeah, I do.
You want kids?
Eventually. Yeah.
You want to get married? Married and kids?
Yeah.
Do you want to get married in like the eyes of church or like the eyes of the government?
Mm.
And do you know the difference?
Not really. Like I don't. What do you mean by that?
So essentially, like in the eyes of church, you're married as a couple under God, right?
True.
So you're married as a couple under God in the eyes of church. However, in the eyes of the government, you are essentially... I'm not married, so I don't really know the whole logistics of it, but you're just... by law, you guys are in an arranged marriage. The biggest thing that I'm trying to get at, though, is the divorce. They can then take all of your money, and they can then take half of your supplies just from getting married, which women initiate divorce way more higher than men, the percentage of women. So, just an interesting thing.
Yeah.
But you do want kids.
Yeah, I do.
So my point is that the government marriage is just a little sketchy.
Yeah.
But the eyes of God is a different thing. Praise
yeah,
God.
Definitely.
Praise God.
Definitely in the eyes of God.
Amen, Ian. Amen, brother.
Amen.
Amen, brother. Amen there, brother. So, we discussed his body count. He's about 5 in. Look at that handshake. Look at that fucking handshake, boy. Let's do that again, boy. Let me see that come in again. See that handshake one more time. Look at it. That's us washing it again. Yeah. Yeah! Oh, that's good shit.
Oh yeah.
Alright. What's the best sex you've ever had? And with whom? Rhyme her name, or like just say her first name, I guess, because obviously first names not a big deal.
Dude, I can't honestly think like off the top of my head.
What, dude? Really?
I can't.
You must have had some great experiences then.
No, I
With
just
those 4 or 5.
I can't remember what her name was, but
What?
it was fire sex. Not gonna lie.
I don't know if you can hear him very well. I hope you can, but he just said, I can't remember what her name was. That's a wild story that we're about to get into, because I have no idea what this is even about, and I'm very excited to hear it. What the hell happened? What are you talking about, man?
I think I just remembered her name.
What? Just say your first name.
Mariah.
Oh! Oh, you lied about Patricia and you lied about Mariah.
But I didn't lie about Mariah.
No, yeah, he didn't lie about Mariah.
I did lie about Patricia though.
You lied about Patricia and you lied about Mariah.
It was stupid.
Oh, I got you good on that one rap. So Mariah, what was it about Mariah? I might have to go find Mariah.
She had a fat ass.
It just felt nice.
Yeah. Nicely shaped.
Nicely shaped rump. Are you more of an ass or tits guy?
Ass for sure. But I like tits too. I like a nice. What guy does not like a nice pair of tits?
Facts. And now that we've degraded women, let's do the opposite. No, we haven't degrade them at all. We love them. I want to ask you though, what's your ideal relationship then? So, like, what's your standards? What's your standards? Like, so we're talking your perfect woman, man. We're talking like, I don't want to beat around the bush. I'm tired of fucking around. I feel like you beat around the bush sometimes with me on my answers. Don't hesitate. Just think clearly, and truly tell me.
Just
So
like
what's
a 10, a dime, like I don't know, like
that's unrealistic though.
I know it is, but like you want to set your standards high, like.
So like would your
But like when it comes down to a relationship, it's not all about looks. Like you want someone that you can actually connect with.
do you care about how much money she makes?
No, not really. Like, I mean, I want her to be. I want a girl that works, that like makes some money, but it doesn't.
Do you care where she works? I want to prove some things here right now. Just a few different things. If you guys watch Fresh and Fit, you guys will know kind of where I'm going with some of these things. You said no or yeah? You can be honest.
Not really. I don't really care.
Boom, right there, baby. It's facts. No guy cares how much money you make or where you work. If you are a 10 out of 10 and you are working at McDonald's, my boy Ian, a regular guy working his 9 to 5, will swoop you up and wife you up and will treat you nice. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's fair.
Boom. It's just so great. So great to just live in this world. It's so great to feel the sun and the rain.
True.
And it's so great to breathe the good air. Feels good, guys. Escape the slave mindset. Escape the slave mindset. Embrace difference. And for the love of God, embrace it all, baby. I don't even know where I'm going with that. We're done with that. So yeah, I feel like Ian gave us some pretty good stuff as far as regarding women, and as far as regarding relationships. And I'm actually really proud of what you gave me, because I feel like you have been beating around the bush a little bit, but...
I'm sorry.
Would you say that you have? Would you agree with me?
I have, yeah, but
Why?
I'm just a shy person. Like,
Who are you shy about?
I'm just a shy, like, awkward person.
Who are you shy to right now?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just honestly, I couldn't give you an answer on that. Like, I feel like I'm just shy, like, all the time. For no reason.
Shy all the time. Chat, let me know. You know what I'm saying. Let me know, chat. Like the video. Good God, fuck. Like the video. Really helps out with the algorithm. Also, links down below. Can you say that, Ian? Do that one time for me. I want a clip of that. I want a clip of Ian doing it real good. Be like.
Subscribe to Awesome Squash.
Okay, redo it.
Okay. Subscribe to Awesome Squash. Link down. I can't. Subscribe to Awesome Squash. Why do I keep saying squash? Subscribe to Awesome Squash. The link is down below. I see.
This is the best, James.
Just stumbling over my words.
Dude, Ian honestly is a great guy, though. You guys need to understand something.
I appreciate that.
It's hard to articulate your words and formulate things in a fashion where it coincides with what you're saying, and it's hard to articulate your words in a sense where it makes sense, obviously, to other people, because you can't speak too in depth about things or too crazily, because then it just won't make sense.
Then you're being too serious.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I'm actually proud of us. We got a few likes from the people. That was really nice of them.
Oh yeah.
Really dope. All right, man. So let's go ahead and one of the later parts of this that I want to get into is, do you have a favorite video game?
Probably Halo. I grew up on Halo. There's so many other games that I liked though too, but Halo's probably one of them for sure. What about you?
Halo is definitely one of your OG games for sure. I would definitely agree. My favorite video game? Probably Call of Duty, just to be stereotypical.
True.
So fun when you were a kid. I love the zombies mode. I was a zombies type of guy.
Zombies were always fun.
Zombies was fire, dude. I love zombies. Alright. Well, last things I want to ask you here, Ian, and we're going to sign off the show. Travel advice. Let's talk about traveling. I feel like you could really get into traveling pretty well and kind of dive into things. Do you have any good travel advice? Do you have any tips? Like, do you have any ways that you can pack better? Any ways that you can travel safer? Any ways that you could travel lighter, easier? Do you have anything that you've learned as far as, like, getting on planes or catching, different things?
Just get to the airport 2 hours early before your flight. Pack for whatever. Just pack as much as you need, or as long as you're going. Just pack accordingly. Once you start traveling like more, it becomes way easier. But yeah, just get to the airport like 2 hours early. That's pretty much it.
Do you know? I'm trying to think. Like but like any other like maybe tips or hacks that you like might know. Like, do you know any like places inside the airport, like maybe to go to, or recommendations, or a favorite airport?
Not really. I just like get to the airport, check my bags, and then get to my gate. That's pretty much it. I don't really have any life hacks or tips. You just kind of have to do it yourself. Alright. See ya.
I laugh because of the fucking TV. Just seeing you sit back like that. I try to freeze on y'all. I tried. Alright, man. Well, I mean, I feel like we got a pretty decent amount of good stuff here. I think we talked it through. I think we're pretty clear and precise as far as everything we need to know about Landman, the Seeing Man.
Hell yeah.
Let me just make sure I haven't missed anything. questions for me? Any questions about the show? What do you think about the show? Last thoughts on the show as well.
The show was dope.
Fresh and fit. Shout out.
Show was dope. It was fun. I've never done like a podcast thing before, so it was cool. I don't know. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's pretty dope.
You feel like you want to come back?
Yeah,
Try another one?
I'll be down.
What's some things that you're going to work on from now until then?
There's a lot of shit I'm trying to work on, just as a person, but yeah, I don't really know. I don't want to like go into too deep into it, but
So it's a secret.
not a secret, but I don't like to like let everyone know my endeavors.
Yeah, you want to be a mystery man.
Not a mystery man, but I think things that you want to work on yourself, you should just like keep it to yourself, kind of. Like you can let people know, but
But what?
like I said, I don't
Ian,
know,
what
I
the
don't wanna-
fuck, dude? Ian, what the fuck? Oh my god, bro. Oh, this guy's the best, dude. Is he even real? Are you a robot?
Yeah, I'm an AI.
I feel like this guy might actually planted the Elon Musk chip in his head.
I might just be an AI.
Am I in danger?
No, you're not.
Alright, okay.
No, you're good.
AI's cool with Skosh. Alright, well, bring the AI man back on. That is for damn sure.
AI.
The Breakfast Show, Episode 1. We're signing off, ladies and gentlemen. We are ending the Breakfast Show, Episode 1, and all I can say is thank you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you so much for coming aboard, helping me and Ian out on the show, giving those thumbs up as well. It was mucho appreciation. Ian, before we have to go, one last thing. Can you say my sheer indefatigability, coupled with my perspicacity, coupled with my sheer indefatigability, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor?
I like that.
My perspicacity, coupled with my sheer indefatigability.
I don't even want to attempt. Indefatigability.
I want him, okay, and also one more time, real quick, I want you to try to do a fucking shout out again. Just say, okay, do this, just do this, ready?
Alright.
Alright, guys, just try to do this, and hold on, ready? Just go. Alright, everybody, thank you guys for watching. Like the video, links are in the description below. Thanks for tuning in.
Alright, everybody.
Just say like the video, links in the
Alright.
description below, and goodbye.
Alright, everybody. Links in the description. Leave a like. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.
That was money! He's actually learning, bro. The AI adapts pretty quick.
Hell yeah.
Alright, guys, we're heading on out. Peace!